Hey guys, this is day 7 of trading the 2 million Rand funded accounts. We've had an amazing start. I mean, if you saw in my previous video, in day 6, we passed phase 1 and now we are starting phase 2, and we had a beautiful trade hitting us 4% in a single trade idea, which was absolutely amazing. Beautiful start to the phase 2 sector, and we only need 6% to pass the account. So it's literally a 2% gain and we've passed phase 2. So one step closer to getting a payout from this prop firm. When we get a payout, I'll tell you the prop firm that I am using. So amazing start to phase 2. In this video, I'm going to be explaining and breaking down the exact trade I took, the reason why I took it, and how I managed it. Again, guys, we are always aligning ourselves with stats and our strategy, and we are teaching this exact same strategy to our students on a day-to-day basis, and they are finding consistent results and passing funded accounts. I'll leave a few screenshots on the screen here, a bit of testimonies. We are teaching them the right information from the beginning. So if you're currently stuck in your trading and you want to see some progress and actually the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm going to leave a link in this video to book a call with me if you want to join our team and start trading the right way. But other than that, let's get into the video and show you the trade that I took. What we always want to identify, as I said in every single video, is identifying flows, right? So now what we can see on German footy here is that previous day flows and previous flows have been actually quite bearish in the past few days, right? We can see there was a massive sell-off on the Tuesday, 16th of September. And, we were looking for ideally sells, right? We want to look and align ourselves with, previous day flows. But in this case, again, we are not opposed to taking reversal ideas. As remember, the market doesn't just go straight down. And when we see the market do go straight down, there has to be that correction in the market back to the top side and creating something like that, So ideally, if we are looking for buyers, and in this case, we did take a reversal idea to the buy side because we were wanting to see where previous day flows are and where the market is starting to run. Okay, and again, aligning ourselves with stats always. So coming into the market, we saw a beautiful break above Asian range. And what we can already identify in this trade idea was the demand area on the 15 minutes. Not only that, we can see a beautiful EMA alignment and value area alignment with our strat. So again, now we have identified our flows and we've got an Asian range breakout. Coming to the stats, again, we're always using stats in our favor. We had an 81% green candle day. Okay, so that means once Asian range was broken out, we had an 81% green candle day. So that was really, really good in terms of aligning ourselves with our strategy, with the Asian range breakout, and how everything is turning out. Okay, demand area, so that's already aligning perfectly. Dropping down to the 5 minute, we can see the EMA is running beautifully into our demand area. And what we can even do just to add that extra little bit is actually take our fib tool and take it from the top to the bottom, and we can see it aligns perfectly with that 61 and 71 area. Again, we are building our idea on the 15, but we're wanting to identify exactly that area of the fib level. So everything is really much aligning, and again, we don't just take trades for the sake of it. So we want to see how prices are going to react off our level. So we saw price kind of push back up into the 0% mark, running back down to that low on the 15 and actually getting a beautiful pop. So dropping down to the 5 minutes, we saw an execution level after we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles of rejection with off our 61 level. So we entered our position off that little break there of that previous 5 minutes and wanting to see an extension to the 61 area with our stop loss just below. Risking 1% on this idea as it is a fresh new account. The original account balance was 2 million, right? So we've got a beautiful extension running to the top side. Again, as I said, once we see a massive bearish momentum come to the downside, we want to see that correction at least up until this point. And it aligns quite nicely with the 61 area. So what I like to do, 10 to 1 do, is I want to mark out 50% of this overall move. So if I could take my measuring tool, right, and what I like to do is I like to measure exactly that whole bearish momentum coming into the market. So ideally, first target is always 27 mark, right, and even can be at the 0% mark due to our risk management at the moment. If we had to take that, it would be a 1 to 7.5, running to 227 mark, that would be a 2.69, running to the 61 market would be 4%, and then running a little extension obviously to the top side, it would be 8%. But of course, as I said, with that measuring tool, the 50% of this overall movement is at the 27 mark. So we want to see if there's going to be a correction or so that's then maybe correction back down to the market. So again, at this point, the way my management style was, we saw an extension to the top side. Beautiful, beautiful engulfing candles after we got that break on the 9 o'clock open. We entered this position a bit early during Frankfurt session. London session is 10 to 1 where most of the volume comes from. But we can see we actually run to the 61 mark. If we drop down to the 5, just to show you the engulfing candles that we got. I mean, breaking above the 5-minute EMA and then seeing that extension all the way to the 27 with this bullish volume. Okay, management style, once we broke that 0% mark, of course, putting at break even. Once we broke the 27 mark, of course, putting our stop loss at 0% mark. At the 0% mark of the fib. But we saw such a bullish extension, we didn't just cut up a trade at the 61%, we actually cut our trade at that end of that 5-minute extension over here. Because we saw the bullish momentum, cut our trade just then because we saw the volume coming into the market. And that obviously left us, I'll leave a screenshot on the top left here, with that 88 grand in a single day. So almost actually 4.5% in a single day. So we actually only really need about 1.5% to pass the account, which is absolutely amazing. So this was the trade. Again, I'll take this every single day. A beautiful extension that we had. We hit our TP, again, making almost 4.5% on the trade idea. So really, really happy with this. And yeah, so I mean, 1.5% away from getting phase 2, getting a payout, and then showing you the prop firm that I was using in this challenge. But again, I'm doing this challenge not to only show, the journey. I'm showing my legitimacy in this industry, showing that I do know what I'm doing. I'm basing everything off stats, everything off a back-tested strategy, so that I have clarity in my trading. And if you are looking for clarity in your trading and want to start seeing progress, again, I encourage you to book a call with me. Let's see if I can provide value, and I promise you will see a light at the end of the tunnel with your trading career. I understand most people are stuck. They've been buying funded accounts upon funded accounts and never passing. There are rules and systems that we've put in place for our students to help them succeed and pass these accounts and get payouts. Diversifying their profits into investment sectors. Again, we don't just teach about how to day trade, but what's very important for us is actually diversifying into the crypto and stock space as well, as trading is a business model. So again, this is day 7. Hope you guys learned something during this video. I'm also going to leave the link in this video to the broker that I'm using. And yeah, I hope to jump on a call with you guys soon. See what day 8 holds for us. Let's get closer to that payout mark. And then, yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I'm going to be posting as much value as possible. If you guys haven't seen my recent videos yet, make sure you go check them out. It is a small channel, so every single subscriber, every single like and view does help us grow, that we can get to the right people. Hope you enjoy. Peace out.